Hi, this is Ananya Panday and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
We have with us bubbly and vivacious Ananya Panday, and she's enjoying the success that has come her way because of Pati, Patni or Wo. Pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love coming back on Bollywood
Thank you so much, and we love having you on Bollywood Hungama. So the year is ending, and you've got excellent reviews for Pati, Patni or Wo. The most important part is that people are saying that it's a mature performance from your side. How heartening is that for you?
I think I'm so overwhelmed, with the response that the film has gotten, because I think for a massy film or for an out-and-out commercial film, we've got really good reviews. We've got the audience to love us and the industry. So I think when you get all three, to like you, that's such a big deal for us. And I think especially for me, I was really nervous, to work with Bhumi and Kartik and Apar, because it's only my second film and, they've done so many films before. I'm really happy because my main goal with this film was to give a sort of mature performance because my character is slightly older. So I think my main thing that I had to work on was the poise that she had, the way she spoke, to speak slowly, to carry herself very as a working woman who's just started working. So I think that was my main goal, and the fact that people have noticed that and appreciated that, I think that's a very good feeling.
So you're portraying an other woman, but the interesting part is that the other woman is not portrayed as someone vile or vicious or maybe conniving, which is I think pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was actually drawn to the script because of that reason, because when Juno, who's our creative producer, when he first offered me the film and he said Pati, Patni or Wo, I thought he's offering me the role of a Patni because, I give off that kind of sweet vibe and stuff. But then he was like, no, I actually want you to be the Wo. So I was a little taken aback because I was like, seriously, like I'm only 20 and you want me to play the Wo? And he's like, no, it's not like that, So I like the fact that Tapasya, my character in the film, she's not, I think actually even the Patni, even Bhumi's character and Kartik's character, no one is a typical Pati or a typical Patni, like she's not just sitting at home, she's a working woman as well. And Kartik is not sleazy in any way just because it's called Pati, Patni or Wo. And even my character, she's not like a Nagin or a home breaker kind of woman. Even she's a normal girl. I feel like she could be me also, She was just a normal girl. So I think that's what drew me to the script, was the breaking of stereotypes and not having very typical Pati, Patni or Wo.
The movie is a success, and I believe you guys went to various cinema halls after the movie release. How was that experience?
I've had my first Gaity-Galaxy experience, which was so much fun. And Bhumi, Kartik and I all went, and we went like quietly from behind and we sat and we actually watched the movie. And like I got so excited when people were like laughing at my jokes and like, they were really, really reacting, because in Gaity-Galaxy, like the reactions are like full on. And then while leaving, everyone was like saying Tapasya, Tapasya. So I get the most happy, I feel like, when people call me by my character's name. I feel like more than Ananya, when people now actually genuinely call me Tapasya. I think that's such a nice feeling. And even actually we went to PVR. I feel like in a PVR also people were laughing. Even in a Gaity, people were laughing. So I think that a film that works across all borders, I think that's a very good feeling.
What is the best compliment that you've received?
The best compliment I've received is probably from my father, because, he's known for comedy and he's like the king of comedy and he does comedy films. So I think he said you have really good comic timing. So I think that was my favorite compliment coming from him, because, he's known for his comedy, and I was really scared doing a comedy film because I'm always going to be compared to my father. So I think getting that validation from my dad was the best feeling.
Working in a small town of India, you have been born and brought up in Mumbai. How's that experience? Do you feel that it helps you in growing in a different manner as well?
Completely. Because I feel like with all, at least with Shreya and students, she was very close to how I am as a person. But I think Tapasya, she was slightly further away from how I am. And I feel like as an actor at such a young age, I'm so happy because I'm getting to live so many different lives. Like I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone. And I think in my next film, which is Khaali Peeli, my character Pooja, she's completely different from how I am. I've never lived that life. I don't behave like that. I don't talk like that. I don't sit like that. I don't walk like that. So I think the most exciting part for an actor is playing a character who's completely not like yourself. Because I feel like now when I go in front of the camera, when I'm playing Pooja, I can do anything and get away with it because it's not Ananya. And I think that's the most liberating feeling, is playing someone who's not like you.
And Khaali Peeli is with Ishan Khattar, I believe, and a very unorthodox actor.
Yes.
He's a star, but at the same time, he's a tremendous actor.
Yeah, he's amazing. And I feel like people have not even seen how much he can do yet, Like, I feel like there's so much more to Ishan, which people are going to see very soon.
Tell us something about Khaali Peeli.
I'm so excited about Khaali Peeli. When I read the script, I was like, my initial reaction was just like, oh my god, like I'm so excited. And it was like an instant yes for me. Like in the interval I was like, I'm doing this film, like the interval point of the narration. So I'm really excited because my character in the film is, her name's Pooja, and she's very different from how I am, as I said, as a person, and I'm kind of adopting that Mumbaiya lingo. So that's kind of exciting because I've not done an accent in either of my movies. So I think that's something different that I'm doing. And I'm really excited to be working with Ishan because he's such a good actor. And I think when you have such an amazing co-star, you get a lot of bouncing, off each other, like reactions. And I think we work really well together. I'm really excited about it.
You and Kartik, I think, share an excellent chemistry on and off camera.
Yeah.
During the entire promotions, when we keep on hearing about these reports that you guys are very good friends, or maybe you are seeing each other as well, and then you are there on the screen as well. What is the truth?
What is the truth?
Yeah. Do you like him?
I've always said I like him. I think I've been very open about that. I said on Coffee with Karan, I said on national television. I don't want to talk about my personal life in that way because I feel like at such a young age, so much of my life is already out there that some stuff I want to keep private. I think we're really, really good friends, above everything, and we get along really well. And I think it worked really well for the film. I think the chemistry showed the friendship that we have, and we're constantly pulling each other's legs and teasing each other and having a lot of fun. I love chilling with him. I think he's my closest friend in the industry.
The way things have been in terms of the growth of the movie, it is still running in the theater and people are still going back and seeing it.
Yeah.
You guys celebrated the success party yesterday.
Night,
Considering Student of the Year maybe did not fare that well as the way you guys would have wanted to. Maybe this is the first time that you're experiencing like a full-blown success of a film.
Yeah, in a way I feel, but with Student also I felt like my character Shreya got a lot of love, and I feel like especially with kids, like kids still come up to me and they're like, "Park here now, princess," and they really, really connected with that character. So I feel like Student did what it had to do, It worked really well with kids and the younger audience, and I feel like for me, even if one kid comes up and recognizes me as Shreya, that's my job well done. And I think Student was in its own space and its own zone, but I feel, as I said with Pati Patni, this film is loved by everyone, and that's so rare for
I'm saying from that context.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so overwhelmed right now. I'm so I'm trying to enjoy every moment, but I think after release, I feel really low and empty because it's like so much excitement, and the film comes out and I feel like a balloon, when the hawa comes out. So I feel like, but I'm really, really happy right now. I'm just enjoying the success and I'm not used to it. So I'm really excited.
When you go into a Gaity-Galaxy and you see the public reaction, you see the reviews of the critics, some are flattering and maybe some are not. How do you just balance things out? That do you feel that maybe some people are right, or maybe some people they've not seen what people are seeing? Maybe it's a film for a massy audience and maybe their perspective is different.
No, definitely. I think, reviewers are very well equipped, they're very knowledgeable, and they're writing from a place of knowledge. They come with background. So I think whenever people have constructive criticism to give, like I can work on my dialogue delivery, for example, or I can work on my dance, I'm all for that. And I feel like it's an entertaining film, We never claimed to make a serious kind of film. We always said it's a comedy film, and I feel like it had a nice message. I feel like once people went in and watched it, they were actually pleasantly surprised with the way that the film was and the way it turned out and the way it was empowering to both the sexes. I think I'm all for constructive criticism, and I think a movie like this should be viewed with an entertaining lens and a lens where you go in with a popcorn masala kind of film.
So any constructive criticism that maybe you have learned after reading a review?
Not from a review, but actually someone from the industry called me and they told me the importance of body language and how, I should use my hands more effectively in a scene. I'm not very conscious about that. So now I'm going to make an effort to be more conscious, because sometimes you should always keep your hands busy, or you should be doing something with your hands, because every part of your body should be alert when you're doing a scene. It's not just you're seeing the lines, or it's not just your face that's acting. It should be the entire body. So I think that's something I'm going to be a bit more conscious about now with my coming film.
So what sort of movies do you watch? What sort of web series do you watch regularly? Because considering that you are not from you've not taken any formal training in cinema. So this is how maybe I think you must be just learning the ropes of the trade.
I've gone to Dharma school. That's my school, because I only watch Bollywood films, and I've been obsessed with Dharma growing up. So and now I'm trying to move into watching English films, and but I'm very I always get drawn back to the same films again and again. I can watch Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum and Kuch Kuch Hota hai every single day. I can say every single line from the film. So my favorite kind of films and the films that make me feel like I'm home are Dharma films, the films that I've grown up on. But in terms of web series and TV shows, I think India's coming up with so much interesting content. I really loved Made in Heaven, and even Delhi Crime was such an interesting show to watch. I think I'm really excited with what's happening in the web world for
Right.
sure.
Interestingly, I think you were born when around Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Yeah, I was. So
That's
my
it.
mom couldn't attend the screening of Kuch Kuch Hota Hai because I was about to be delivered. So like
Yeah.
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai and I both turned 20 like last year.
What is it that we can see you doing in Karan Johar's camp? Like, what is it that?
I
like
hope
he's-
something super soon. I really want to do a film which Karan directs himself. I think for me that will be like something off my bucket list. Because I think even with Student of the Year, I could not have asked for a better launch because I've willed Dharma into my life, I feel, because I used to say it so much. I used to be so obsessed with it. I used to literally cry when I used to hear the thing. I used to get so obsessed, and I think I really willed it into my life, and I think I can't thank Karan and Puneet enough for where they've gotten me. Like, as you said, that Student may not have done as well as we expected it to do, but I think I would not want it any other way. If I could go back and change anything, I'm just so happy with how everything turned out. So I'm really excited because I think Dharma is also doing a lot of different and interesting content.
Yes.
They've opened Dharmatics, which is their web world and their digital space. So I think I'm really excited and I hope something soon.
So would you want to try out something in the digital world?
For sure, I'm waiting for the right thing because I don't want to just do it because it's in fashion or everyone's doing it. I really want something very, very interesting to come, and I will for sure. Like my dad has gone into the digital space, so I think you should always be open to good work, no matter what platform it's on.
Okay, and what sort of inputs do you get from your mom? I see her retweeting stuff on my Twitter handle, and she has started following me on Twitter as well.
My mom is
And
super involved. I call her my momager because she's like 24/7.
Momager, that's interesting.
Yeah, she's 24/7. Like she's very involved in my work, and like I think I share more. I actually have more work discussions with my mom than my dad because my dad feels like if he gets too involved, I might get influenced, or he doesn't want his trajectory to influence my trajectory in a way. Like he wants me to have my own journey. So he feels like as an actor, it's wrong to, get so involved in another actor's. That's his logic. That's why he doesn't even come on set.
That's interesting.
He doesn't think it's professional for him to come on set and stuff. So I think my mom is extremely involved, and I think she's the best person to be involved because she's seen my dad's journey throughout. Like she's seen his highs and lows as a third person, like as an outside perspective. So I think her insight is really helpful to me because of that.
Right. And what is it that you've learned from your father's journey? Because he started off with a bang, and he saw some big success with SRK and a lot of other films.
Yeah.
But then there was a low phase as well when he was
Yeah.
not doing movies. He went to Bangladesh and he did movies over there as well, and he just got into his business as well. So what is it that you've learned from your father's journey?
I've learned so much from my dad's journey. I think the main thing that I've learned is that you should be neutral no matter what. Like success will come, failure will come, but you shouldn't change as a person. Like you should still remain positive and grounded and very normal. Like, a lot of people assume that my home life is very glamorous and, I've been given everything with a silver spoon. But I've really seen my dad go through some really tough times when it comes to work. And he still remains so happy and so positive. So I think that's something that I really wish that I've gotten from my dad. I hope I've got that quality. And he keeps telling me that it's harder to handle success than failure. Like people tend to, go off the handle sometimes when you face too much success at a young age or too soon, or, so he keeps telling me that it's harder to handle success, it's easier to handle failure. So that's something I think I've learned from my father.
If you look at people like Bhumi and Kartik who don't have any filmy connection per se, what is it that you learn from them, from their journey and the struggles that they've had?
I think talent speaks. I think that's something I've learned from them, and hard work will always pay off. And I think good things happen to good people. Someone told me that recently, and I really believe that. I feel like when you're talented, no matter what, it will always work out for you. It may take a really long time, but I feel like it'll always work out and people will eventually see it. I think Bhumi always says that when you're struggling, you don't like the moment, but once you reach that successful point, you always look back at your struggle and you're so grateful for your struggle and you cherish that success even more. So I think with both of them, especially, I've learned that they're so hardworking, both of them, and I think they're so talented. So I think talent speaks is one of the things, and hard work always pays off.
All right, so you have a support
and never
cast.
to give up also.
Never to give up,
yeah.
So you have especially I think Kartik, he's seen a long time in the industry. So you have an excellent star cast, people from I think all spheres of life. And now you're going out from your support system that you have of your parents and Dharma. And when you're meeting those actors who are very fine actors, Rajesh ji, and I think they're wonderful actors, Mr. Raina. What is it that you learn from them? from their craft?
Yeah.
Do you feel that there's something to be learned from these guys?
I think because, as you said, like my life has been very protective, and you know, I've lived in Mumbai my entire life. I've lived with my parents my entire life. I've not even gone to college, so I've not had as many experiences as I want to. So for me, I think the best learning for me is talking to people and gaining the experience. Like when you said, how do I play a Delhi girl or a girl who's working in a small town? It's only from talking to people and learning from their experiences, and especially the actors that you named. I think they've done such amazing work.
Yeah.
So I think just listening to their stories. I think on Student, I spent a lot of time with Manoj Pava sir, and he had some amazing and interesting stories, and he's such a fine actor. So I think sitting with experienced actors teaches me a lot, actually. Yeah.
What are you doing next for So Positive?
There's a lot happening with So Positive. I think since I launched it also, there's been a lot of interesting things. Like Instagram has actually made a lot of changes to their policies. Like as I think a week after we launched it, Instagram took out some new policies in which you can't use certain words and you can report people and you can block people in a certain way. So I think that was a huge deal for So Positive, and it was a big win for us. I think when Instagram, such a big platform, makes such changes. And also I went to a college and I met students and I discussed with them. So a lot more visits to colleges and actually interacting with people will be coming.
Ananya, we've taken a few fan questions. Let's see what your fans have to say. Fan questions with Ananya. First one is from Kurdistan itself.
I knew it.
Okay, this is Sardar from Kurdistan, Iraq. Overall, how was your first year in Bollywood? What it changed in your life? That's a good question. How was your first year in Bollywood?
It's just been bigger and better than I could have ever expected. You know, I'm constantly touching wood and crossing my fingers because I'm so grateful, I'm so lucky. I think 2019 will be the best year of my life. Like whatever years are coming, 2019 will be the best year because I got to become an actor. And that's been my dream my entire life. So I think I couldn't have asked for a better start. And with Pati Patni aur wo was like the cherry on top, I think, to end this year. So I'm very grateful and I'm just happy.
And you won Star Screen Awards as well.
Yes, I won the Fresh Face Award.
You were there with Rekha ji.
Yeah.
I think you handled yourself very well.
Thank you so much. I'm obsessed with Rekha ji. You know, she and my granddad were really close friends. So we had this huge painting of Rekha ji in our house. And you know, there's a picture of me actually with us, like I was like 10 or something, in this huge painting of Rekha ji, and I'm just smiling with it. And I love meeting her. I actually met her at Manish Malhotra's house and she sat down with me for an hour and she just spoke to me. And I was just so happy. Like I really find her so beautiful and so interesting. So I was just so overwhelmed.
She doesn't give interviews, so anyone who speaks to her, I'm sure that must be very interesting. She doesn't give interviews.
I think she's just such a fascinating person. Yeah, I think she's amazing.
Alright, this is Varun Dhawan FC and
I thought Varun was asking me a question.
No, one word about Varun Dhawan.
Oh, one word, any word. I think drama. That's the first word that comes to my mind when I think of Varun. Drama.
Any film with Varun Dhawan?
I hope so, yeah. I really hope so.
This is Pramoda from Tirupati. How is it sharing screen space with Bhumi Pednekar?
It was a lot of fun. You know, I wish I had more scenes with Bhumi. You know, I feel like she's such a talented actor. She's doing such interesting work. I think, you know, for girls and for female actors, she's really created a different path and a different way. She's taken up so much different and interesting work. I keep telling her I'm so jealous with the work, the kind of work that you get. I'd love to play some of the parts that she has played. So I think it was a lot of fun working with Bhumi. You know, my first impression, I thought she would be like really serious because she does all these serious films. So she's like the most chilled out person ever.
She is.
She's so chilled out. She's even more chilled out than me, which is like a really hard thing to be.
This is Rosa from Armenia. Hi from Armenia, dear. You are so lovely. You are so lovely. Your fan moment in the film. So maybe the English is a bit all over the place, but maybe I think she's trying to say that what was your fan moment in the film? Did you have a fan moment in the film?
A fan moment? Like a fangirl moment? In the film, I don't think I had.
Do you have that fangirl moment for Kartik Aaryan by any chance? You don't?
Not a fangirl moment. I think, yeah, kind of. I think, yeah. I'm very starstruck that way. You know, like as I said, when I saw Rekha ji also, I was just like in awe whenever I say, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, you've grown up in the industry, so you've seen these people around all the time. But I'm the most starstruck person ever. Like, I'm starstruck about everyone. I'm just always like, oh my God, this person, that person. Like at award functions, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm sitting with these people. So yeah, I'm very starstruck.
Pramoda has one more question from Tirupati. It's a good question. Any dream role or dream director you want to work with?
Zoya Akhtar is my dream director. I've loved every single one of her films. Luck by Chance is my all-time favorite film. So I really want to work with Zoya.
This is Juhi from Ahmedabad. Your Instagram captions have been in talks and memed every time. How do you feel about it?
I love memes firstly. Like, I feel like, if people are talking about you, that's a very good thing. And I take a lot of time to put and thought in my Instagram captions. Like, it's my part-time job. I feel and I love writing like silly and funny captions. And I think Kartik got trolled because I wrote one of his captions and everyone was like, stay away from Ananya. But I think my captions are very funny.
Sanika Karat from Mumbai, from where do you get your captions from?
My head, I really like go into a lot of like, I need 10 minutes just to sit and think of something, and it's so much pressure. I feel like I have to outdo my last caption every time. So like, it's got my brain and my heart.
This is Astera Awat from Kurdistan, Iraq. Who's your favorite actor, Shahrukh Khan or Salman Khan?
I'm a big Shahrukh Khan fan, and I always have been. I think with the kind of films that I've grown up watching, I think Shahrukh so has like defined Hindi cinema for me. I think personally also I'm
you're
extremely
very close to him. Yeah. This is Yugal Shrestha. One movie you'd love to work in if it was being remade from a Hollywood movie.
Hollywood, I got my Bollywood answer as Jab We Met. But if I was doing a Hollywood film, I'll probably like 10 Things I Hate About You. I love that film.
And you'd like to work in remake of Jab We Met. And what if you get a film opposite Shahid Kapoor?
I think he's such an amazing. He was so good in Kabir Singh. He's such an amazing actor. I think even in Head, I think I would love to work with Shahid.
And he's aging backwards. So
he looks younger every day. He looks the same as how he looked in Ishq Vishk. It's crazy.
This is Dinesh Kumar from Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. Hi ma'am, congratulations for the movie. How do you manage your professional and personal life?
I think my parents have always emphasized on balance, and I think it's actually my parents are a big influence on my life because they really tell me to just chill. If I'm not working, they don't make me feel like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, they realize that I think I'm a 21-year-old girl at the end of the day, and they let me just do my own thing. So I feel like I haven't gotten that much time to chill in this year because I've been working, and that's a good problem to have. But I think I manage. I think I spend a lot of time with my friends when I'm not working, and that just makes me feel very normal again.
This is Anurag Sinha from Patna. Hi Ananya, big fan of yours. Which genre of movies would you like to do from now on? If you work in an action movie, which hero would you love working with?
I would like to do every genre I think possible. I don't want to limit myself to anything. I think I've done a comedy film, and Student of the Year was kind of like, it was like a comedy, romantic. I think I want to do actually Khaali Peeli is an intense romantic thing. So I want to do what do I want to do? I want to do something dark. Yeah, I want to do something dark. That'll be fun. Oh, if I'm doing an action film, I just watched War, so I think Hrithik, so I would really love to be with him in an action film.
Interesting. Yeah. Harsh from Mumbai. Hi Ananya, I have more love to you after watching your movie Pati Patni Aur Wo. I wish more success to you. I just wanted to tell you, when are you going to work with Ranveer Singh? And say some words for Ranveer. More love, Ananya.
I have no words for Ranveer. He is my favorite. I love Ranveer Singh, and I can't wait to work with him. He's one actor who's on my dream list to work with. I think I really want to work with Ranveer Singh. I think he's just the most positive person, the most fun person. He can just come into a room and the full mood of the room changes. So I love that about him. I think he can make everyone happy.
This is Akshay Manish from Katihar, Bihar. Hi ma'am, first of all, congratulations for success of Pati Patni Aur Wo. I saw the film. I found this film very funny.
Thank you.
You are superb in your role. You acted very beautifully. Would you like to work with Akshay sir?
They're really giving me so many. I really want to work with Akshay. So I think he's doing such different kind of cinema, such interesting films. But I love Akshay sir in comedy. I think he's just too good when he does comedy. So I would love to do a comedy film with Akshay sir.
This is Bikalpa Rijal. Why you have such a beautiful smile?
Why?
This is Bikalpa Rijal from Kathmandu, Nepal.
I don't know. Maybe मुस्कुराहट का राज क्या है? You'll have to ask my parents. I think it's from them.
This is Pawan Kharel from Nepal. So you seem to have quite a few fans in Nepal. Who's your favorite actor from 90s actors? Salman, Akshay, Amir, Ajay, SRK, and whom you want to do romantic movie with?
Romantic? I don't think I would be able to do a romantic film. But Shahrukh sir is my favorite actor.
All-time favorite actor?
All time.
What are you doing next apart from Khaali Peeli?
So I'm doing 2 other things which are super interesting, and they're going to be announced very, very soon. So I'm damn excited about that. They're very, very different.
Very different from what
I think
you've
you'll
done.
be very excited about them.
No, I'm sure. See, you as a person and you as an actor, I think there's a huge contrast. What we see you on the screen, it surprises us because the way you
your first word in your review was surprising.
Yeah, because even in Student as well as Pati Patni Aur Wo, your screen persona is very different from, because you become the character, which is I think very interesting.
So
when do you think we can possibly get to know about these announcements?
I think as soon as next week.
As soon as next week. Interesting. And any offers coming post Pati Patni or
A
Wo?
lot actually. I think one of my things with Student was that a lot of people thought I was too young, because I am young also. But I think with Pati Patni, people have seen that I can play slightly mature characters and slightly older roles. So I think it's just opened up a lot more opportunities for me.
So Ananya Panday, as always, wonderful meeting you, and congratulations to you. A lot of people, they keep on commenting that we tend to do a lot of interviews with Ananya Panday, but we love doing it because she's a wonderful person.
I love coming on. I'm not going to stop.
She's a no. You should not.
I'm not going to stop coming.
You should not stop, and we're very happy from the entire team at Bollywood Hungama for your success, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And what are your plans for your New Year?
My plan, as I always say, Suhana, Shania and I have a tradition that we spend like every New Year's together. So I'm going to be with them on New Year's. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, and all the best
Thank
wishes.
You so much, sir. Thank you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Ananya Panday and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.